Time for part 2 of the challenge. As I said before, I made a save state after beating Morton, because getting through the entire thing in one go would be too hard for me. This part of the playthrough isn't quite as bad as the first, and it's not as long either, but it does have a few challenging parts in it. So, taking a break was pretty much required for me to not go insane. Anyway, here you need to bring Yoshi with. So, in order to get past the Buzzy Beetles, you just want to spit out the shell like I'm doing there. And you need Yoshi because he can fly, basically, and since you can't get a cape, that's the only way to get up here. Get the key, because you want to go here. In order to reach the Star Road, you don't want to take the Star Road in the Donut Plains, because going through the first Star World level requires you to break through a whole bunch of blocks, and doing that gets you points. So you have to go through a couple extra levels in order to save points in the long run. Anyway, here, getting Yoshi up is a little bit tricky. At first I didn't even think it was possible, but if you just basically use your head, you can think about it and realize, hey, I can bring the trampoline down. And so that's what you gotta do. It's a little bit annoying. The Koopas sometimes got in the way, but you can kill them just by eating them and then spitting them back out so they turn into fire. And that doesn't give you any points. I don't know why I didn't do it to this one. It's kind of causing me problems here. Anyway, you just gotta get the spring into place, and you gotta use a combination of the spring and Yoshi in order to get up here. Unless you have a cape, which obviously I don't. This guy's annoying. You gotta lure him out of the way. Make sure you don't hit the footballs themselves. Trust me, I did that a few times. And as always, we play the waiting game. But since you're on a high platform, you don't really have to worry too much about getting stuck. This level, basically I do that. I take Yoshi all the way, so like I can automatically swim upwards and go to the top and speed up and go through the whole thing. Because I didn't want to be bothered swimming through it slowly. And so then you just go through the key exit like normal, and you gotta go back to get a Yoshi, because you're gonna need one for the next level, so you let it eat the star and then exit the level. This one I thought was impossible to do without getting any points, but a few people showed me different techniques to do it otherwise. That looks simple, but it really isn't. You have to get the screen to scroll upwards, which it doesn't enjoy doing. You have to kind of do a running jump, like near the end of the stage, and then it'll sort of scroll up a little bit, and then be quick about it getting up, or else it'll refuse to scroll up. Anyway, I gotta get the blue Yoshi again, because you need his flying abilities. With the blue Yoshi, it doesn't matter what kind of shell you get, but if you get the blue Yoshi with the blue shell, it's a little bit better at flying. You don't have to keep hitting B, although it looks like I'm doing that anyway. You want to recycle the shell too, or else you'll automatically eat it and fall to your doom. So you just carry it along, and there we go. And also, as you can see, I've had 500 points for a while now. That's as many as I'm going to get, because beating levels with key exits doesn't require any points, and you can get through this castle without getting any either. I don't think it matters which doors you take here. I've definitely gone through door number 1, and it worked out well, but 2 is the easiest, so I take that. And same here, basically. 5 is a little bit tricky if you don't know the timing, but you basically want to start running as soon as that third pillar rises above the floor, and then you just run and you can get through. And then this is the final room. And it's actually kind of a hard one, because of these Mecha Koopas. That one you can just lead it to walk off the edge, but this next one, it's like one last hurrah trying to force you to get points. You could just take a hit from it and run past, but that's... I would probably do that if I wasn't doing this all in one go. So anyway, now I've got the Bowser fight, and there's no score shown here, so I'm assuming that you get points from jumping on the Mecha Koopas and hitting Bowser with them, but it doesn't show it, so it doesn't matter, but I'm hitting him with the minimum number anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, that's basically the challenge. If you can manage to pull that off all in one go without the save state like I did, then, well, aside from being a better player than me, you're probably one of the better players, like, period. I don't know. It's challenging to do, it's just genuinely hard to avoid everything. Here I'm just sort of screwing around in the Bowser fight. Like, I didn't even have to show this, really. I considered just cutting out at the door and then waiting to fight Bowser for the demo world playthrough, but it doesn't matter. I'd rather just beat the whole game in this challenge. And, obviously you can hit the sides of the clown car without getting hurt. I didn't know that until I had messed around with it a bit. It's kind of weird like that. And I love messing around with the fireballs. Like, I get hit here because I kind of suck at it, but I don't know, it's just kind of fun to try to do that. I like to make it look like I'm bouncing inside the clown car. And to be true to the challenge, I'm not taking those mushrooms. Not that I need them. Last phase, not a whole lot to say about it. He doesn't have much of an attack against you. And so you bonk him, and you bonk him again, and the game is won. And I make sure to stand right under where Peach dumps out, just because I felt like doing that. And so that's it. I hope you enjoyed this little challenge. Stay tuned to my crap, because I will be doing something for 1,000 videos, but I do not know what that is. So maybe I'll have a good idea. But see ya.